All right, Marge, we are in the thick of season 14, a very different season for Jersey. How are you feeling about what all we've been watching?
You know what? I think everything's coming to light the way it should. I'm feeling good about it. You know, it is what it is. It's sad, a lot of fractured friendships, but I think people see what the real truth. So I'm fine with it, Bryce.
Tamra Judge spoke a little bit on your behalf on her podcast and said that you are not exactly loving how you're coming across this season. Do you want to clear that up? Can you clarify?
It's not that I'm saying I'm not happy the way I'm coming across as much as I think everything wasn't very apparent the way things went down with Jackie.
You know, Jackie, how many times have I asked you for your book?
I didn't give out the book.
You gave it to Jen Fessler in December.
I read it 6 months ago.
Yeah, you sent it to Melissa. I championed you for that book.
What are you talking about? You saying I got a book deal because of you?
Some people are like, Margaret's whining, she just didn't get a book. That's not what it was. And I think the whole story, the back end of it wasn't really seen. So I think that's what Tamara was saying, because she really knows the truth. And when I said I championed Jackie, you know, that means I supported her. I wasn't taking credit for anything. Obviously, she's an unbelievably talented writer. What I was hurt and sad about was I felt very invested in her and our relationship and the book with her. I was the first one who saw her cover the day she was doing the shoot. We had the same publisher. She needed my press list. She needed my influencer list. You know, we weren't really, and I was like, absolutely. We have the same people that we work together. I gave everybody who works for her, worked for me originally, I gave her those people. You know, and of course, you do that for a good friend. So I felt it was very calculated of her to not give me the book because she was trying to prove something. So that's why I was frustrated and irritated. And I think that didn't come across.
I want to dig more into Jackie in a bit, but I want to start.
Yes.
We are in the show right now.
Yes.
Just gotten to see the Danielle Jennifer moment.
Yes, yes, yes.
I see you. I want you to know that.
Just calm down.
I see you. You're a
dirtbag.
You're a dirtbag.
You were not there when it happened, so
No.
you kind of along with the audience. What's your read on it after getting to see it?
I mean, Jennifer clearly, to me, is at fault. I think Danielle, it was a knee-jerk reaction, what had happened. Listen, Danielle got in my face before the season previously. I didn't push her. She was just as close to me. I didn't have that reaction to push her and do something like that. I think Jennifer has set up Danielle more than once. She is pushing Danielle to the limit. Danielle has seen it, and Jennifer, you know, pushed her hard. And it's very unfortunate that happened. I mean, obviously violence isn't the answer, but it was so quick that Danielle it was just a reaction. I mean, she was pushed very hard.
You saw her true colors.
I saw her true colors at Marissa's house.
How does that set in motion the back half of this season?
Danielle realizes that these people really, it comes to light that these people are not her friends, were never her friends. And I think this season really takes a turn to just, you know, a lot of things come to light with everything.
We know we're barreling toward the finale so big, it canceled your reunion.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh my God! They learned from the best white trash.
She is unhinged. Disgusting.
How bad does it get at Rails, and who is most at fault for where it goes?
You know, a lot of things happen at Rails. It's just not the fight between Danielle and Jennifer. I think it's a lot of things. I don't think anybody's most at fault. I think there's just such a buildup of so many relationships, Bryce, that just explode. And I think it's finality of so many relationships that there's just nowhere to go from there.
When you heard the reunion was not going to happen, what was your initial reaction, and then how do you feel about it now?
Of course, I was very sad because I think I still have a lot to say. You know, not that I think there's going to be amends made, and that's, people are like, that's what a reunion's about moving forward. But I think, you know, there's things that I wanted to say because so many things have transpired. But I was like, you know what? That's just the way it is. That's life. And maybe it's better because some people I really don't want to ever see again.
The network's kind of teaser will be some alternative way to wrap up the season.
Yes.
What's your hope of what we get at the end of this? year?
I think the alternative wrap up that everybody gets to say something, that we all get to say our piece and say what we really feel. And I think that the network will let us have that.
Well, I think we'll let the viewers have a little bit of that right now too.
Yes.
Obviously a lot to unpack with Jackie. What was your reaction to seeing Teresa say,
Who cares about Jackie?
She is a stupid bitch.
Yeah, who cares? I just need her to because I want Margaret to be exposed.
I knew it to be true all along, Bryce. I am not surprised at all, but I think that they deserve each other. I am a good friend, regardless of what anybody says. I'm brutally honest, and that's what you get with me as a friend. What you get with both of them is a friend based on being calculated, for convenience and what you could get out of each other, and it's not a true friendship, and they deserve each other. So I wasn't shocked at all. And Teresa, people say I'm obsessed with her. I could care less about her. She's clearly obsessed with me, so.
do you have any regrets in how you handled your half of the Jackie fallout?
No, I don't. And I think the screenshot was fabulous because at that moment, I was very true to myself.
The screenshot of what Jackie said about Dolores.
I'm a slob. I'm a slob.
No, that's so mean.
disgusting.
That's what she sent you?
That's disgusting.
What I was showing Dolores, was just basically a glimpse. And she knows about it, truthfully, what I go through with Jackie. My job with Jackie was, and this is what any good friend do, talking her off the ledge on a regular basis. She'd be upset about something. I would say, it's not true. Don't feel that way. You saw my private screenshot was like, no, I don't think so. Minimizing any situation. So let me show Dolores what you're really like. Don't try and discredit me, and just a glimpse into what is really going on and who she really is.
I did something, but the real bad guy in this situation is Margaret. She's said terrible things about everybody. She's vented to me about everybody.
And there's some speculation out there that maybe she shares something with Dolores, and that's what leads to the big dust up that's been teased about between you and Dolores.
That's not even it. Nope. That's no. Dolores and I are the closest of friends. We talk every day on the phone, literally every day. Dolores and I are very bonded, and that's not what happens. It's not true.
So that moment that we've gotten in the trailer of Dolores
Yes.
using the C word.
Yeah, I was a little shocked at that.
That's enough.
It's very upsetting, but we literally made up very quickly after that.
Okay.
And people will see what it's about, but it's nothing to do with that.
What would you say to Jackie after all this has happened?
I hope it was worth it. I hope it was worth it. I hope it was worth it. You gave up true friendships of myself, Melissa. We really loved you. We really championed you. And I just hope it was worth it.
Jackie and Jen Fessler have both said in different ways that there was some version of a conversation going into this season that amounted to, if Louis going to be around, we should all leave the show.
Jen Fessler has come to my defense and told the truth. I never said that. Jen Fessler had said to me, oh my God, if you don't come back, I'm not coming back. That was the conversation. And this is the truth. Why would I ask Jackie, who I didn't even know was going to be asked back, was hanging on by a thread, to not come back? I don't need to ask people not to come back. I'm strong enough on my own to make my own decisions. I would never ask anybody to give up their career or anything remotely like that. The network knew exactly how I felt. They take things very seriously. I have not filmed with Louis. I haven't been around Louis. They understand the severity of the situation, the way I felt. They take, everybody very seriously. And that's it. If I was coming back, it makes no sense. Who would say something like that?
So that filled in the blank for me you felt comfortable returning knowing that the network and your producers understood what your boundaries were going to be.
Yes, exactly. It's boundaries. I have boundaries that were crossed, and what I feel comfortable doing in a friend group and everything else. And they respect those boundaries. It's very simple.
Some viewers are still skeptical that this phone call happened.
Yeah, they could be skeptical. Clearly, I think when they see who's filming with who, if the network's respecting my boundaries, I think it's quite obvious what happened.
You called my child at his place of business.
I'm sorry that somebody called
You
child.
did.
I did not
You
call
did.
child.
Absolutely did.
The police have the record.
Is there proof you could provide to put it to bed once and for all?
I wouldn't do that to the privacy of my family. I'm not going to put them on the chopping block, my children, my son, my whatever, to satisfy naysayers. I don't have to prove it to anybody. The people who know are myself, the network, my close friends, and that's what the people who need to know. There was a conversation that was had, FYI. It wasn't like there was no one on the other end. There was threats made. It was very serious.
What kind of threats were made?
I don't want to exactly say the nature of the threats, but threats were made. And when he was called out on it and said, the phone number is seen, and that was said, he immediately said, oh, it's the wrong number. I have the wrong number. Hung up.
Okay.
Called my son by his name.
Okay.
It's very, okay, so it's not like there's just a spoof quote, whatever.
As the show is airing, there's kind of this second show playing out on social media. One account has claimed over and over again now, with alleged receipts of this, that Jennifer and Teresa would feed them information for them to put out, for then Jennifer and Teresa to be able to bring up on the show and kind of feed story. Teresa's denied this. Jennifer, we haven't heard from. What is your read on the whole situation?
It's all true. It is 1,000% true. I had called it a year ago. I was alerted by another account that this was happening. I had filed a police report against that account. And it's so funny, in one of the screenshots, this account says to Teresa, on screenshots, oh my God, I got a cease and desist letter from Margaret's attorney. A classic. And so this account, has had a change of heart, a come to Jesus moment, thankfully, in good conscience and in good faith, has come clean with everything. And I believe it all to be true, because everything this account is saying has come out on that All About TRH and everything else. Everything she has said, over the months of last year during filming, of this year, was all coming out on the blogs prior. It's nothing, everything does add up. And it's sad, Bryce. It's sad that someone would hijack seasons like that, hire people to do these horrible things. It's very, very unfortunate.
Well, Teresa has spun this back on you and said, this is all Margaret's doing.
Oh, of course.
She set up this account essentially to make it.
I set up this account. This account was the most vicious attacking account on me ever. Would I'd set up this account to do this? I'd set up an account to make me look ugly for years, attack my family, attack Lexi, attack her child. This account was the most vile account in the entire universe. And it's true, they were. Myself, on the Gorgas, on the Foodies. So I did all of that years in advance to then twist and turn around just to take down Teresa and Jennifer. Okay. Seriously, she has an interesting mind.
Her followers have taken that, run with it, said, well, Margaret's done this for years. For the record, have you ever interacted with fan accounts to feed information or get... Never
once. Never has that ever come out. Not one fan account has ever said that. No one has ever shown proof. No one has ever done one thing. I bought a pizza box once from someone who bought it on eBay. So I said, yeah, bring me that pizza box, and I paid them for it. Big deal. That's the worst I've ever done. Buy the pizza box so I could do something fun with it at a reunion. Yeah, that's called housewifery. Big deal. I've never fed information on one blog account. I don't need to. I don't have time. I actually have businesses and a job outside of this. Unlike, no one has shown a screenshot of me doing anything, nothing remotely like that. No one has come out against me, nothing like this. This woman has an entire Bible, years of things. Screeners were sent. I mean, this is sick stuff. This is manipulation of an entire seasons, I should say.
Teresa's also said that all will be revealed by season's end, that you will be exposed as master manipulator. She said you have always been. Is that the case?
I mean, no. I don't think so. But I can't wait till people see what really happens at the season finale. Because once again, I will be on top.
We know there will likely be some change to this show going into season 15. What would you like to see? What would your hopes for the next season be?
Not this darkness. I don't want to see this darkness. I don't want to see people manipulating storylines. I want good times, fun times, light shade, and that's it. You know, no one's trying to ruin someone's life. I don't want to see that. I just don't want to see that. And I think we've had too much of that.
If this is the closeout of your Housewives chapter, how will you feel about that? And what would be next for you?
Listen, then you know what? I've reinvented myself numerous times. This is just a part of my life. Housewives has been a beautiful part of my life, not my whole life. I have Soiree, which I'm focusing on. I still have my line in Walmart. I have a lot of things. I was on TV as a lifestyle expert prior to Housewives. I still, you know, have opportunities to do that. So I have endless possibilities. So this would just be a great memory that, you know, and that would be it. So I'd be super, you know, excited just for the next exciting things to happen.
I feel like you filled in a lot of gaps today. Is there anything that you want out there? Anything you feel like you didn't get to say?
No, Bryce, I think I said everything. I just want everybody to tune in. I think everyone's going to be super entertained, and just wait for that season finale because, again, I think, you know, maybe I'm going to be the one vindicated this time.